welcome to Trivial. It's your bar trivia night and podcast. We're covering pop culture, sports, current events, and everything else in the form of trivia questions.
That's right, Josh. Each week we hit you with 5 topics, and here's the catch. None of us know the answers ahead of time.
Not us, not our guest Raegan, not even you. So we're all in it together. We'll throw out our best guesses, debate a bit, and probably embarrass ourselves before revealing the correct answers.
And if any of us cheat, we're going to get thrown in old alligator Alcatraz.
I mean, I really did not know what they were talking about originally. I thought that was like some Floribama, like
some kind of like alligator, like sanctuary, like depopulation effort. I thought it was like, I thought it was not what it is when I first heard about it. I was like, oh, don't make such a big deal about it.
And then I saw the videos and I'm like, oh, I wouldn't feel safe putting pet alligators there. It looks terrible. Okay, well, we are doing this with the first question, and then we're going to introduce our guest, but everybody play along here. We're talking about 28 Years Later, which is that zombie flick that released in theaters to critical acclaim. What equipment, unconventional for a film setting, was used to shoot many of the movie's action scenes? You're our cinephile, Alan, you know?
I think I know the answer.
I think I do, too. It's supposed to be a little easier out the gate. What about you, Raegan?
I don't know. I actually just rewatched the first 2 movies to prep for it.
Uh-huh.
But I've been avoiding reading anything about it because I haven't gone to see it yet. So I didn't want to get spoiled. But it's unconventional to film. I don't know. I couldn't even guess.
Yeah. Well, because the first one, I know because it was done on the cheap, they made London look empty by just getting up at dawn and going for it. The correct answer here, Alan, I bet you know it. What is it?
They filmed the movie with the iPhone 15, like the Max Pro.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They did it to emulate the camcorders they used for 28 Days Later. So yes, the correct answer is iPhones.
iPhones. So no excuse, all you creatives out there. If you want to make a movie, apparently you can.
No,
exactly.
I saw behind the scenes, they had like really insane like rigs that they were putting the phones on. And they even did some special effects where they had like a ring of phones around like certain scenes to capture the action. But,
okay, at what point are we truly taping on an iPhone then?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they have a whole IMAX rig, but they just like tape the iPhone on top of it to be like, hey, we'll go which one or the other.
Yeah.
Well, no spoilers.
Yeah,
but the movie looks great.
it does? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd given a bunch of iPhones to 12-year-olds and sent them off, then I would have been impressed. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Some TikTok teens taped the new 28 Years Later.
Still professional set.
All the zombies are Apple geniuses. Oh, no. Yeah.
Raegan,
thanks for coming on. Thanks
Welcome.
for sweating through the heat in your
Thanks for
lunch
having
break.
me.
Yeah. What are you doing here? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
What am I doing here? You asked me to be here. No. I'm here from Milwaukee. I met Josh doing shows, I think last summer, right? Last fall.
Yeah.
Here in Wisconsin.
Racine. Yeah.
And we're down in Racine. And now I'm just still chilling in Milwaukee doing comedy in Milwaukee. Alan, it's nice to meet you. I never met you before.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I'm from St. Louis originally, as I feel like comes up every episode, but I've never been to Milwaukee.
St. Louis, would you still call that the Midwest, I think? Would you consider it Midwest?
Yes,
okay, yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although it's starting to get like maybe you'd just maybe call it like Southern, right? But
yeah, and like a lot of places, when you leave the city, you feel like you're in the South, but like the South, I think, would never claim us. And sometimes other people in the Midwest are just like, "Are you with us?" And we consider ourselves Midwest for sure.
Wow, the geographic bisexuals of the Midwest and the South. Love that.
Yeah, it's definitely more complicated there for us Oklahomans too. But
sure.
Yeah, well, Raegan, I'm so happy you could be here because you are one of my favorite proper Midwest comedians that is liable to be found at a supper club with some beer and cigarettes after the show.
Oh yeah.
Everybody out in Brooklyn all of a sudden is like, eating their raw tofu and cauliflower milk and like gave up
Yeah,
on
everybody's
the
getting
life.
so healthy. Yeah.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting sober and they're vaping, whatever. Smoke cigarettes, grow up.
Exactly.
This
If
is
you're
why
gonna
the
do a
left is
half
losing.
measure, you get some Zin and we're done, okay?
I was about to say,
Exactly.
the amount of spent Zins you see on the ground
The
here.
Zinfidels, yes.
Yeah.
Do you play trivia at all?
I do not. I don't really play trivia. No, I'm more of a sit and bitch kind of bar person versus expanding my mind.
Yeah. And you know to leave when the DIY karaoke comes on and find a different bar.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the trivia environment is pretty fun. It's pretty it can be pretty dirtbaggy, which I like, and it's usually in like the diviest of bars. So I always feel like at home in that situation.
Fair. I did recently, I did attend trivia once in the last like 6 months. I did a White Lotus trivia. I think it's also fun when it's like something's like just being released and you can go out. Although, are you guys White Lotus people? Did you guys watch that show?
Yeah. Oh,
we,
yeah.
We Lotused, yeah.
So the guy who was running it, he was like, every team will get, or whatever team has the best name will get extra points. And he said, and I like puns, so make sure that you go with a pun. And our team name, which I came up with, was Larazafam. And he didn't know what I was talking about, and we didn't win. And then nobody else did a pun. I was upset. And then I swore off of trivia for forever until today.
That's so frustrating. But we do like a good team name here, and so we are the Larazafam on this round as well.
Yeah, why not? I feel like one of our first questions that we ever did on this pod was White Lotus.
Hell yeah.
Probably.
Great show.
Yeah, absolutely. I really been talking to Charlie about filming White Lotus, Wisconsin Dells. So I'll definitely get you in on that sketch.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get some questions. Our first one is on the social media side of things. The Liver King was arrested after making online threats against Joe Rogan.
Tisk.
I do not know anything about a Liver King, but you do not want to mess with the CrossFit King of Joe Rogan. So, question is, what did the Liver King add to his diet after being exposed for using steroids to gain muscle mass?
Okay, so he was on steroids and then
maybe he's like, I can do it myself. I don't need any steroids. He's just like, whey protein.
Wasn't his whole thing, is he the like raw meat guy? Like he eats a bunch of raw meat? I don't really know like what his thing is.
His shtick.
Yeah. Do you?
I just figured he was like a paleo dude who's like so big on like caveman diet.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know.
I don't think you get to call yourself the Liver King if it's not about beer. Like that should be about beer. The Liver King of what? How do you even? It doesn't sound like your liver's overcoming anything. It sounds like you're giving your body really good food.
Yeah, that's a great point. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what his thing is. I'm guessing like he eats. Yeah, like I'm guessing he like eats raw liver.
Like protein. Yeah, protein.
Well, and that's maybe he's like, and now I'm gonna get really like woo woo with it and try salmon.
I'm going to say crickets.
Going crickets.
Okay.
That's a good one. And weirdly, like something that you could try and be like, hey, give me cricket 15 for 15% off your first order of cricket.
Yeah. Feels like something Joe Rogan would sell. Yeah, crickets.
How dare you threaten Joe, by the way? I wonder why you threatened him.
So I'm guessing it has to be some kind of protein, but I don't know. I'm going to say like bison. Some weird.
Yeah, a little venison or something. I'm going to go raw eggs because it just feels like, classic Rocky, prove it can work kind of style.
Yeah.
Okay, Liver King, what you got? The correct answer.
Cool hand, Liver King.
The correct answer is vegetables. He said, quote, vegetables and testicles, I can have it all. That is a quote from his Netflix documentary, as he is now a fine documentarian as well. Yes.
Do we know why he was mad at Joe Rogan?
No, we don't have the beef on the Liver King. I feel like I've given the Liver King too much, FaceTime already. So fuck this guy, and be nice to our podcast friends in the manosphere. Speaking of manly things,
I'm just looking up why they were fighting.
Oh yeah, men's basketball just recently ended. The OKC Thunder defeated the Pacers.
Yes.
Great series. And now we have no sports for a while. Peace of love for OKC. The question is, Oklahoma City is home to the world's largest marketplace for what? Largest marketplace.
Largest marketplace? Could be.
I would say cowboy boots.
I was going to say like leather, like boots.
Well, I just remember Drysdale's. I was like, Drysdale's, East, West, North and Western wear or something like that. It was like there was a Walmart with a jingle that was just like cowboy stuff, and that was an Oklahoma brand.
There's a out in the like middle of Missouri where I used to be a camp counselor. There was a gas station that was called, I'm not going to get the number right, but I want to say it was 10,000 Guns.
Oh my god.
It was a gas station where
let's go.
They had a full liquor area, and then you'd go into the back room, and it was just like a giant gun store.
I like that. It's like Emporium's too complicated a word. Let's just throw it right there. 10,000 guns. Give it. Yeah.
Gun Castle. Yeah. What do you mean there's a men's mental health crisis in this country?
Yeah.
Everything's great at Gun Castle.
Would you
no
like
hugs,
to
just guns?
Would you like to supersize your order with a silencer?
Nice.
Yeah. Extra mag value meal. Good could be guns. Could be straight up just like we have.
Oh, it could be guns.
Oh, it could be guns. I was gonna say I'm gonna go with jeans, like denim.
Denim. Wow.
Seems like very cowboy.
This is a dumb question. Denim's made out of cotton, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No idea.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm going strong with boot. I'm just gonna say boot.
Boot.
I'm gonna say leather.
Leather. The correct answer is kind of close. Cattle.
Cattle.
Oh.
I
Oklahoma
contemplated
National
cows.
Stockyards.
Oh, damn. Oh,
You can buy a lot of steer out there.
That's what we kind of all circled the answer.
We circled the wagon, most literally. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, we're jumping into a shots round. I don't know if you remember this part of trivia, Raegan, but like a real trivia night is your chance for the audience to shout out the answer in the comments. And if they're right, they just might win something special. And then this one is going to be a good amount of dumps from Mila Soup Dumplings. We'll get you a little starter pack of delicious dumps. And anybody can go using Josh15 to get 15% off their dump order of Mila.
My favorite Bible verse.
Yeah.
Josh15.
Yeah.
Thou shall enjoy some soupy dumps.
Hell yeah.
Do we have something from last week or the last episode that we need to answer?
Yeah, we took a week off. The last question was, what is the heaviest organ in the human body?
Oh, the skin?
That's correct.
Oh.
You would have, if you put that in the comments, we would have given you a year's supply of Spread the Love nut butter. That was it's peanut butter. It's good. Yeah.
My God.
You could have won a lot of nut butter.
A lot of nut butter.
Yeah.
For all my skin.
Yeah.
Okay, well this one's actually, I think people can get this one. What was America's first national park? Don't be asking ChatGPT though. You put it in the comments, we're gonna give it in good faith. Don't answer that one, Raegan, because
I won't answer this.
That's
sorry.
for other people.
Was I supposed to answer the last one?
No, that one was good because that was from the last week. That's for for all 12 people still listening, consistently. But moving on to our next question, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom recently broke off their engagement, ending their 9-year relationship.
No.
And Raegan, if I recall, you are a Lord of the Rings fan, so you probably paid attention to this particular relationship.
A little bit.
Yeah. So, in the opening to Katy Perry's current Lifetimes tour, an evil AI interface announces that it has stolen what?
Oh God.
Her heart?
See, I'm more on the Orlando Bloom side of this ship.
Evil AI has stolen.
In the Mission Impossible version of a concert in Vegas.
I'm going to say,
yeah, go ahead.
It's stolen Katie's roar.
Mm.
No, and then it's like a Tinkerbell thing, like, help me get it back, audience.
Yeah.
You've stolen the floss. That kid came from Katy Perry that invented floss. That's kind of wild. Invented. But,
I randomly watched a video of that recently. That SNL performance.
Yeah.
That he came to.
Yeah, I'm going to say like girl power. I don't know. She's very kind of like cringe millennial feminist right now.
Yeah. You are setting us back right now. You need to say less.
A little bit. Quit going to space, Katie.
Did you watch Orlando Bloom's new movie, by the way?
I did not, no.
I forgot he did that.
It's okay.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I think he's overdue to be in like the next True Detective or something, right? Like I want to do Prestige.
They're trying to bring back Woody Harrelson. They're trying to bring back Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey again for the next one. Yeah. Orlando Bloom would be a great cast.
He would. Don't bring them back.
I know. The first one was
leave
perfect.
It's perfect.
Leave it great.
Yeah.
Leave it.
Yeah.
Leave Carcosa alone. Okay. The answer to Katy Perry's opening tour theft is All the World's Butterflies.
Gonna puke. I'm gonna puke on Mike.
Who's buying tickets to this? Oh my God.
Oh man.
I mean, I would see Katy Perry in the Sphere for Sphere's sake. And I mean, I recognize her songs. It's not like, people hate on Nickelback, but it would be much easier to hate on Katy Perry.
Yeah. No, we lost the plot, Katie. We lost the plot.
World's Butterflies. Apparently the concert is set in a video game world where Perry is half human, half robot.
Josh, I think my nose is bleeding from everything you please stop.
Yeah, you're having a aneurysm roar. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. The world's butterflies. That's the real problem we got going on. And maybe that's a good segue into current events. Here in New York, Zohran Mamdani is the new man of New York. New mayor declared victory for the Democratic primary. So he actually technically has got to now run against Eric Adams and maybe Paperboy Prince and anybody else who gets on that for November.
I've seen Paperboy live a couple times.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait. The guy who ran wearing clown makeup?
He has like a almost like a storefront in like on the Bushwick-Bed-Stuy border.
Okay.
And he was out a lot during the protests in 2020 that summer. A lot of energy.
Okay. So my understanding is you did not see him like he performed or something. You just seen him around the block. You didn't go, hey, I'm going to go see Paperboy.
I saw him in person.
Okay. Now you got to be honest. You don't have to tell me how you voted, but did you rank Paperboy in your 5 ranked choice mayoral candidates? Wow.
I did.
Oh my gosh. You heard it here first. That's amazing. That is amazing. Well,
it's just name recognition, right? That's all you need.
You got it. You gave Paperboy some love. That's amazing. That is amazing. Well, the question on Zohran, who has swept the internet afire and like doubled the turnout, like just got people excited because clearly folks are not necessarily satisfied with status quo. Certainly not status quo.
And people have been really normal when talking about him, and I feel like the reaction to his win is
totally memeasured, not trying to magically un-American him. That's fun. Because newsflash, a man named Zohran Mamdani is brown. So, what was Mamdani's first job out of college that inspired him to run for office?
Oh.
Intern for Osama bin Laden, according to Truth Social. No. Halal truck. Not racist. Actually, I just remember him doing a video in one of them, but
butterfly catcher.
Yeah. We got a rat catcher here in New York, so maybe a butterfly catcher would be nice. Yeah.
He was a rapper, right? Like he'd had a little music career.
Yes.
Did he not?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did a rap about his nanny.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got that riz for a reason. He's
I'm
got
gonna say
stage
open
presence.
mic comedian. No.
Yes. And one step below is host of a trivia night. That was just pointed at Alan.
Me?
Yes, that was just you.
Oh no, Alan.
I would say if we're trying to break down like the question, it's a job out of college, so it doesn't have to just be like waiter, Uber, whatever, that inspired him to run for office. So like, what is a job that narratively serves the let's make everything more affordable, let's freeze the rent, what else is big on his platform? Supermarkets? I don't know, maybe he worked at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, Food Bazaar.
Yeah, could he have been like a campaign, like a campaign knocking on doors? What do they call them? If you got college students doing their lab when you go. Canvasser, yeah. I'm going to say canvasser.
Could be a canvasser. But he also did come from a bit of privilege. That's what they knock him for. So maybe he didn't need to get that, $8 an hour.
How old is he, by the way?
I think he's like 32, 33. Okay, he's solidly millennial.
So out of college in like
post-recession.
12?
Probably in Obama first term. We're talking like you just started your Instagram
probably
account.
Second term, I would think.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, either way.
Gangnam Style was out. That's where we're at. That's where I measure it.
That's how we mark the passage of time.
Yes.
Pre and post Gangnam Style.
Yes. BGS.
But after Fly Like a G6.
Indeed. We were still G5ing in that era. Yeah. All right. Well, do you have any other guesses? Throw it out. Forever hold your peace signs.
I'll go. No, not an Uber driver, especially if he comes from privilege. I don't know.
The correct answer, Mamdani's first job, was a housing foreclosure prevention counselor in Queens.
Oh.
The affordable
a super
housing
easy
thing.
title.
Yes.
How could we not have guessed?
Guesses that. I would have accepted nonprofit. I don't know.
Nonprofit. Yeah. I was thinking like social worker, but like you need a master's. So.
Oh, really? I feel like
to be a social worker. Oh, yeah.
What does a sociology major do then? Like out of college, if you don't get more education.
Well, I guess you can probably work in social work, but I know to get like the full case.
I see.
This is what my wife does, and she did her master's and got her LCSW.
Say some more letters. Yeah,
nope.
Yeah. Okay. So they do incredibly valuable work for not a lot of pay, and you're telling me that they are required to get a second degree in order to do that properly, which makes sense because it's a hard job.
Pretty much.
Cool.
Shocker.
Yes. Well, good thing we don't need college anymore. Okay. Yeah. Those were the questions. We did okay. There were some tough ones.
Those were some tough ones.
But now we get into the lightning round that is specific to Raegan's zone of expertise.
Awesome.
Which is name that baked good. So.
Awesome.
Whet your appetite with these questions. They will get progressively a little harder, but a circular treat that can be glazed or frosted, often with a hole in the middle, is called
donut.
Great.
Okay, what's going on?
We have levels set.
You guys did research for this?
Yes, yeah. Quizlet really stumping you here. Okay.
You hit up a Quick Trip in Wisconsin? Okay.
Some glazes. Okay, so now round 2.
Okay.
Name that baked good that combines layer of phyllo dough and chopped nuts with a sweet syrup.
Phyllo dough and chopped nuts with a sweet syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Is it baklava?
That is correct. Nice. You're so cultured now. And those are delicious.
Really
There's
good.
never,
Yeah.
you're never going to get me like a hero and then that little square of baklava, and I'm not going to like want that little guy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
But I can't, I've never been like jonesing for baklava. So. Okay, well, this one is the fusion that I'm happy to offer you as a Tolkien fangirl.
Okay.
A Hobbit's favorite baked good is
Lemmis bread? No, it can't be that. A Hobbit's favorite baked good. Man, I don't know.
You can bake potatoes.
Oh God,
I guess that's
No,
not
we're just
good.
maybe for second dinner,
Yeah.
but
I think you
okay.
stumped me on this one. I genuinely don't know.
Wow. Well, a Hobbit's favorite pastry is seed cake.
Seed cake. Okay.
Seed cake made with caraway seeds.
This
Yes.
is like from the depths of the Silmarillion, whatever. No, okay.
Exactly. You don't know, Josh 15, page 472? Yes.
Nice.
No. And then the last one is square bars from Canada with a coconut graham crust, custard center, and chocolate top.
From Canada.
Yeah. I will say,
Coconut
if you're not
in Canada
Canadian,
is
you
crazy.
would know this probably.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Coconut graham crust, custard, chocolate top.
I don't know this one. No. Shoot.
That's fair. I can't even pronounce it.
Yeah, you can't pronounce it? Yeah, what is it?
It's a Canadian stumper.
That's what it's called?
Nanaimo bars.
Oh, Nanaimo bars.
Oh, you know Nanaimo bars.
You've heard of them?
Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. I guess not something I would think of baking. Like I would think you could go like out something, but yeah, of course you could bake it. I don't know, but just like something that you could go buy. Why have I heard of that though? I've never even been to Canada.
Yeah.
I'm from really close to Canada, but
I
I've
was
actually
gonna
never
say,
been
you're
there.
like really close, right?
No, so that's the thing. When I got to Madison, I thought, oh, we're going to go right up there like, like fucking Ashton Kutcher in 70s show or something. I'm like, there is a whole lake protecting you from getting up to Canada. If you were in
but
Detroit,
when we figure out how to cross it, they're done.
It is frozen for a lot of the year. But yeah, no. I'm surprised at the lack of Canadian influence or back and forth in Wisconsin, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the game. I hope you're hungry now, and enjoy.
How do you think? How did we do?
Glazer.
Pretty good. You guys? How did you guys do it? No, this was
no,
awesome.
All of us.
Oh, collectively, I think we
Lorazepam.
crushed it. Yeah, as a Lorazepam, I could pass out.
Pass out happy.
I could drink a glass of wine and pass out.
I could use an unlimited bottle of Lorazepam right now.
I know.
Doesn't seem to run out ever.
Yeah. I need one because I have to go back to work. No.
That's fair. Yeah, we're trying this afternooner version. I'm still having my afternooner Presidente, but
nice.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming, Raegan. And
thanks for having me, guys.
What are you getting into? You got any big shows coming up or
anything to plug?
Yeah,
a little bit of a break in the summer, but just follow me, Raegan Niemela, RaeganNiemela on Instagram. Sorry, my name sucks, but just follow me on Instagram and I post about everything.
Absolutely.
Nice. Thank you again for being here. Great to meet you.
Thanks for having me. This was awesome. Thanks for rescheduling, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the afternoon version of Trivial Show, everybody. Make sure to like, and Raegan, you can do this too. You can make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Don't ever comment wherever you choose to podcast. I'm just kidding. Comment. Let us know what you think about our new mayor candidate. Thank you to Connor Linnerth for the clips, as always, and our trivia director, Quiz Liz, and thank you, the listener. See you later this summer, as I think we're also maybe taking a little bit of a break.
Yeah, we'll take a couple weeks off because
a couple weeks.
I'm sweating here. Like I had to turn off the AC, and I'm just like schwitzing. I can't. Anyway, until then, question everything.
Happy triviaing.